Right Understanding to Help Others, Part 10.
Jai Sachidanand, I bow down to the absolute pure soul within all of you with utmost devotion and oneness. My salutations, my salutations, my salutations. Jai Sachidanand. We did satsang on the book Right Understanding to Help Others in America, and we will continue reading and doing satsang on that. We will start from page number 16. Questioner. This matter is worth reading. Dada's speech is totally beyond this world. His words, we all do satsang, but we also clearly say to read Dada's speech. Because the talks have come out through pure knowledge, absolute knowledge. The talks are about the state of absolute knowledge. The more we study Dada's speech, as we keep reading it and understanding it as is, our veils of ignorance over the self keep breaking, and our jagriti or awakened awareness keeps increasing. And all the garbage that was bound through wrong beliefs keep dissolving through the awareness of the self. This book is on the topic, the right understanding to help others. But there are different books of Dada's speech. They are from the Gnani's perspective. Dada's talks are at the level of absolute knowledge. The person having obtained complete knowledge, he comes down to this level and then talks. It may be worldly interactions of money, or worldly interactions between husband and wife, or worldly interactions between parents and children, or the right understanding to help others. The ego, how does the work go on? Which is the cause part? Which is the effect part? Where do we make mistakes? How can we do it the best? There is such a spectacular analysis, and it is worth studying. Dada says, even we had decided on such a goal of helping others in our life. He talks about his own life at this level. We get beautiful insights into what is referred to as helping our own self from a spiritual perspective. So in order to study the books, we are arranging all these things. We are reading it with this purpose, so that everyone can study the entire book and all the concepts become clear and our jagriti increases. Let's read from page number 16.
Questioner. At present, I am practicing service to humanity. I go begging from door to door and then give to the poor. I am doing this much at present. Dadashri. All that will be credited in your karmic account. Page number 17. Whatever you are giving, no, whatever you are doing as a middleman, its sum will be computed and multiplied by 11, and then you will get whatever commission is due to you. You will get the commission in your next life, and you will have peace due to that. Since you do this altruistic work, you have peace at present, and you will also have it in the future. That work is good.
So the first thing here is, the seva which he is doing, he collects from the rich and gives to the poor. He did a good job. He didn't take... Some people take 1,000 rupees from a rich man, use 300 rupees for others and say, we did a lot of seva, and then they take the remaining 700 rupees home. People who commit such offenses are of a different kind. Here this person takes 1,000 rupees and gives the entire amount to the poor. Dada says, as you did it with a good intention, the fruit of that good intention will be such that you will have peace in this life, and you will earn 11 times more money in the next life. You'll also get happiness and peace. Dada says it's because you did something which gave peace and happiness to others. Now, the effect of the gross level karma came at the gross level. Dada is showing us which key of jagriti should be used at the subtle level.
Having said this, service is when you are doing the work and I do not even know. That is called seva. Service. It should be silent service. If others come to know, then it is not considered service.
Nevertheless, even if he is doing it at the gross level, it's good. But at the subtle level, on the other hand, if one knows that it is worth keeping more jagrati in this way, then he will be awake and alert. Read on.
I had gone to a village in Surat.
Here this person said, I go begging from door to door and then give to the poor. Now Dada is also showing us how we can give. If we give cash to the other person, then he will spend it on liquor or in roaming around. Dada says, do such a thing that the other person's poverty actually decreases and he comes out of it. He has shown us the way. Page number 17.
Deepakbhai, Dada has mentioned about 11 times and commission. What is referred to as commission?
11 times is used casually.
Okay.
And commission means, as you have done the work with a good intention, the result of that will bind you merit karma and you will get happiness, peace, and prosperity. That is just casual language. It is not that one will get exactly 11 times.
It is not exact.
Commission means, say if one's intention is, may the difficulties of poor people reduce, then that intention will bring him to a higher stage in the next life.
Okay.
And he will be able to help more people. And he will indeed have money and peace at home as a byproduct.
Right.
Provided he has done the seva with a pure heart.
Right.
Nowadays, people take 1,000 rupees and 300. In the case of laborers, the supervisor shows that 1,000 laborers are working for him, but in reality, there are only 300. He pockets the salary of the 700.
Right.
When one does such misuse, the responsibility falls on his shoulders. And if you do the seva nicely, then you will get the benefit.
Okay.
I had gone to a village in Surat. There a person told me, I want to do community service. I asked him, what community service will you do? He told me, I collect money from wealthy businessmen and give it to the poor people. I asked him, after giving it, do you check where they spend that money? So he said, why do I need to look into that? Then I explained to him, dear fellow, I will show you a way. Do it that way. With the money you have collected from the businessmen, buy him a vegetable cart costing 100 rupees. Those hand carts, the ones that have 2 tires, they cost about 100, 150 or 200 rupees. Buy him a cart like that. Then give him another 50 rupees and tell him, you buy vegetables and sell them, then reimburse me some amount of the principal every day in the evening. The profit is yours, and for the cart, give me this much money every day. He said, I like this very much. Before you come to Surat again, I will gather 50 to 100 people. So do something like this at present. Buy carts for all these people in poverty. Is it really necessary to start a large business for them? Buy him a cart. Then, by the evening, he will have earned 20 rupees. What do you think? If you were to do this for him, would you not be considered an astute Jain? Page number 18. It is like this. Even while burning down, an incense stick gives off fragrance as it continues to burn, doesn't it? It leaves the entire room fragrant, doesn't it? So can we not create any fragrance at all?
This is such a nice way. In the book Noble Use of Money, Dada says, we should not give 10 rupees in cash. We should tell the vendor to mix the items and crush the savory fritters and wrap it all in a packet, then give it to the poor person. Then he will eat it. Otherwise, if we give the entire pack of nuggets, he will go to the vendor and say, give me 7 rupees and take back your food packets of 10 rupees. Then he will peacefully drink liquor with the 7 rupees. Why have these poor people remained poor? Because they have wasted the money on addiction and bad company. That is why it is all spoiled. So Dada is shown a way. Do it in this way. Buy him a cart so that the poor guy will be able to earn a bit. And let him keep the profit and return some amount of the principal. So this is the way. In those times, this was the way. In today's time, whatever the way may be, however, we can follow this. Dada is shown all the ways of doing seva.
How can that be acceptable to us? Even at the age of 25 to 30 years, I used to have a lot of egoism. And that too, it was an unusual type of egoism. Suppose a person met me, and if he did not benefit from me, then it was useless for him to have met me. Therefore, every single person benefited from me.
Dada says, whoever meets me should surely get happiness from me. He should indeed get some kind of benefit. He says, when I was young, around 25 years old, from that time my ego was such that I don't want anything from anyone. I want to give to everyone. He should become happy. He should benefit from me. He had lived his entire life like that. He had never thought about himself at all. He had thought about it to the extent that even if I had half a cup of tea at someone's house, how can I return the favor? If he ate something or drank something at someone's house, then he used to think, how can I return the obligation? He would not forget that for his entire life. And he used to help the other person. Such a stage of development prevails within a Gnani. Otherwise, everyone else has the intent, where can I benefit from? Whereas Dada lived his entire life by thinking, how can I help others?
If they met me and did not gain any benefit, then of what use is it? What the mango tree says is, if a person meets me while mangoes are in season but does not benefit, then I certainly am not a mango tree. Even if the mangoes are small, whichever one you prefer, at least you will benefit from getting it. It is not as though the mango tree takes any benefit. We should have thoughts to this effect, should we not?
He has given such a nice example. He has mentioned this at the beginning of this book, Right Understanding to Help Others. Live life like a mango tree. The mango tree doesn't eat even a single mango of its own. Its fruits, its wood, its shade, everything is used for others. Then he has set so many examples. What does the mango tree say? If a person meets me while mangoes are in season, then he should certainly benefit. He must have studied this single example in so many ways. The mango tree doesn't see whether the other person is unworthy or nice or bad. It doesn't see anything at all. It keeps on helping. Similarly, Dada himself also lived his life like that. He is showing us that we should also live our life like that. He has actually lived his life like that, and then he's telling us.
It takes around 10 to 15 years for a mango tree to grow and give its fruits. However, the mango tree himself also needs the circumstances, like people.
It is just an example. Otherwise, it just keeps growing on its own, doesn't it? The law of nature is such that wherever there is a mango tree, rain will fall there and it'll keep getting nourishment. So getting nourishment, we grow a mango tree and benefit from it. Otherwise, so many mango trees grow in the forest. There are forests filled with trees, aren't there? Does anyone go to fertilize or water them? However, the trees and plants keep growing on their own, don't they? The example we need to set is that one can help others like this. A life of helping others should be like this. The mango tree goes to a higher life form. After giving its fruits to others for its entire lifetime, it rises to a higher life form. Similarly, we should use our intellect, our mind, our speech, our body, all for helping others. Then we will go to a higher life form. The law of worldly interactions is like that. Spiritually, the matter of attaining ultimate moksha is different, but if one wants to remain happy in the worldly life, then this is the way. Here Dada says, a mango tree doesn't take any benefit. It doesn't think of itself. It thinks, how can my fruit, my wood, and my shade be used for the benefit of others? But it doesn't have any doership. We are arranging this through our intellect, that the mango tree is like this. It doesn't eat its own mangoes, it gives to others. The sparrows eat its fruit, or other birds eat its fruit. Read on.
If we think I will get good things in my next life. That's why I want to do all these things. Isn't that a selfish intention?
What's the problem in that?
While keeping such a selfish intention,
Give good things and take good things in return. People beat others and snatch things from them to look good. And actually, Dada has indeed shown this on page 2. If you help others in any way, then you will not run into any difficulties. If a person were to start helping others now, then within 2 or 3 lifetimes he would reap the rewards. Don't they say? Start eating properly, eat fruits, eat a salad every day. Then in a week or 2 your health will improve. We wait for 15 days, don't we? So here it is 15 lifetimes. It is like that. If we eat today, then will it improve today itself? No, it will improve from tomorrow. It will improve after 3 days. In 2 to 3 lifetimes, the people who have not taken Gnan, Dada mentioned only 2 things. Either spend your life helping others or spend your life for moksha. If you want to spend life helping others, if you are facing any kind of miseries or difficulties today, then in the previous life you must have done something wrong. Now improve anew. Dada has revealed the mystery of how to improve the causes behind whatever is happening with us right now. And he has also revealed the mystery as to how it is possible for causes not to arise, through which we can attain moksha, without changing the effect.
suppose somebody is hurting us and we set the understanding that as we are suffering, it must be our fault and that is why it has come to us. However, the other person thinks, as this person is suffering quietly, let me keep beating him. So, for how long should we endure it?
Can the other person do as per his own will? We believe that. Otherwise, can these tops do as per their own will? Dada went and said to the other person, if you want to fire a bullet, then shoot. I will stand here. The other person dropped the weapon. It is not like that. We believe he will do this, he will do that. It is only through the intellect. For example, a lawyer asked, why have you tied a bell around the bull's neck? The owner replied, because when the bull walks, I can know that he is walking. Even if I am taking a nap, I can hear the sound of the bell, so I come to know that the bull is walking. The lawyer said, what if the bull stands in one place and keeps shaking its head? The owner replied, you are a lawyer, but the bull is not a lawyer. It doesn't understand that. So these tops can't do anything. They don't have the energy to go to the toilet. What are they going to do? Don't tell them to their face. There are 2 laws of Dada's. Say for example, if the other person is beating us, then from our understanding we can say, the fault is of the sufferer. That is for our own self. We can ask the other person, why are you beating me? What wrong have I done to you?
Yes.
Say everything dramatically, without having the suffering within. We become emotional, we get irritated, become sad, get annoyed at the other person, and then speak. It should not be like that. Ask, have I made some mistake? Why are you having the desire to beat me? What wrong have I done to you? If it is my mistake, then tell me, I will improve. We can say all that.
This kind of situation generally happens more at the office.
Do they beat you?
They don't beat us directly,
They give you more work.
but we know that.
Then we can tell them politely, this responsibility was not mine, but as you are delegating it to me, how much work do I need to do?
Yes.
Today, I have spare time, so I am helping you, but I will not be able to do it every time. I have my own workload. Shall I help you, or shall I take the responsibility for your work permanently? Let's compromise. I will help you. I will guide you. Then you can finish the work like this.
Yes.
So the other person will realize she is aware. We are getting cheated intentionally. So there is no problem. We can indeed say, if you have a problem, then I will help you. But if you put the entire responsibility on my shoulders, then I don't have the time to always do your work. There is no problem in saying that. Do you understand? You can do all kinds of worldly interactions without having attachment and abhorrence.
But Pujyashree, when we talk, we feel that the other person will not like it. However, later the turmoil begins within. I should have said this to the other person. Why didn't I say that?
No, remain natural and spontaneous. The law is such that if our karmic account finishes from within, then nobody will scold us repeatedly like this. And if we remain pure from within, then others will not interfere with us. If the other person interferes a bit, then we should find a solution for that. Talk to that person. Compromise with him and find a solution. Otherwise, if the other person keeps beating us, and we keep enduring it and think that the fault is of the sufferer, then that is not the right way. The right way is, whatever way people behave normally, we definitely have to behave in the same way. However, what should we keep within? People do worldly interactions with attachment and abhorrence, and we want to do worldly interactions without attachment and abhorrence. Read on.
How can it be acceptable for humanity to be this way? However, when this understanding is imparted, they are able to understand. It has in fact come into that person's understanding, and he followed it. Things moved forward. What do you think? Questioner: Yes, just as you are saying. There used to be an organization of Mahajans, highly respected community leaders, like that at every location. Dada: But today, even they have been put in difficulty, haven't they? So nobody is at fault. Now, whatever was meant to happen has happened. But if one improves with this way of thinking, then things can still improve. And to improve that which has become ruined is precisely what is known as a dharma.
To improve that which has become ruined is precisely what is known as a dharma. People are definitely ready to enhance that which is already improved. Improve it from where it has become ruined. Read on.
Everyone is always ready to enhance that which is already improved, but to improve what has become ruined, that is known as dharma.
Pujyashree, sometimes it happens that we are not able to say something to the other person for the reason that it will hurt them. Then we feel hurt thinking, it would have been better if I had said something.
Don't allow two people to get hurt. Either let them get hurt or let us get hurt. Moreover, if we don't want the other person to get hurt, and if we are feeling hurt, then do penance and finish it off.
What kind of penance should we do?
It should be done in a way that, if they will feel hurt when we say something and we can manage, then we should endure it.
But then I keep recalling that it would have been good if I had said something.
No, then tell your foul one. Don't be so overwise in front of me. Don't bother me like this. If you wanted to say something, then you should have said something at that time. And as you didn't say it, now do penance.
Okay.
These people do not have the strength to endure even a small burden. So why should we hurt them? And Dada's divine bank is open for us. We are full of infinite energy, so we will be able to overcome it.
But I have to explain it to file one. I have to explain it to him a lot. Still, the intellect keeps interfering.
What is the problem in that? Do penance. When a police officer gives us a beating, because he is powerful, we say, "Sir, sir." We tolerate it, don't we? To beat a weak person, is that referred to as religion? If a powerful person beats us, then we tolerate it. Even if people at home beat us, say if we hold a baby in our lap, then will the baby kick us or not? The law is indeed that the one who you take in your lap will kick you. But we tolerate it. We have to tolerate it. What else can we do?
What kind of understanding should I set at that time, Pujyashree?
Actually, the law is such that...
The intellect recalls the things that have happened years back.
What?
The intellect shows that it happened like this. It should have happened like that.
We should tell the intellect, is it in your hands? Is it in the hands of the other person? Whatever has happened is correct. It is not in our hands. If we were not able to speak at that time, then our karmic account got settled. Be happy. Therefore, we should find a mutually satisfactory solution within. Whatever happened was correct, and if I didn't speak at that time, then I have not incurred any loss. I have surely made a profit. When we dissolve an insult through Gnan, then the energy of Gnan increases a lot. Do we want to dissolve the ego or increase it?
Dissolve it.
Yes, then all these people are considered benevolent. The people we do not get along with, that's where we need to adjust. And the people we get along with are indeed good. If we adjust with the people we do not get along with, then our ego will dissolve and the energy of Gnan will increase. Why is it that we are not able to get along with that person? We think, I will tell him this. If he says this, then I will tell him this. Why is that? Because our ego jumps in. We don't have the understanding to take adjustments. Otherwise, there was no reason to start a conflict at all. And if the conflict has taken place, then we should bring about a solution without disturbing the other person, without seeing the other person at fault, and by seeing him as flawless.
Page number 19. Heading: Service to mankind is service to God. Questioner: Service to mankind is in fact service to God, isn't it? Dadashri: No, it is not service to God. When does a person serve others? It is when he himself is hurting inside. Whenever you feel pity, daya, for any person, it hurts you within to see their sorry state. And it is to ease that unhappiness that you do all this service. Therefore, all this is to ease one's own unhappiness.
This is a very big discovery of Dada's. This could not be found without a Gnani. People think, this person is doing such a nice seva, but actually, he is helping the other person to ease his own unhappiness. When he helps others, happiness arises within him. The unhappiness he had within, that unhappiness has been eased. Dada reveals the inner accomplished principle in each and every matter, as to what the reality of the world is, what we are seeing on the outside, and what arises within, and what prevails within. We are definitely doing all this seva to ease our own misery. That doesn't mean we should bluntly tell the person giving seva, you are giving seva to ease your own unhappiness. What favor are you doing for us? We can't say that. That knowledge is not for telling others, it is to apply to our own self. Whatever the other person is doing, even though he is doing it to ease his own unhappiness which arose within, the misery arose within him and he is easing it, but he becomes engrossed, so he sows new seeds. Say if he comes down the stairs of the temple and sees a poor person and gives a rupee to him, then he has eased his own misery. Oh, this person is unhappy. He helped him. So by giving 1 rupee to the poor person, he bound merit karma. Daya is the beginning of religion. In this way, one develops. This is from the viewpoint of spirituality, as to what is happening within, why all this is happening. Because Dada saw the original self, and the mystery behind this give and take. When one gives at the gross level, what does he earn at the subtle level? Dada reveals all these insights. Dada has revealed many such discoveries.
Hello. If you needed something at particular time of life, you taken from someone, you always remember that you are taken from someone. I feel it's rather than giving back to the same person, it's better to give to someone who needs in the cycle below you. What's your opinion?
Both are okay. If you help, if you suppose that person wants whatever I help you, you have to return me, then we have to return him. But we can understand whenever I required something, somebody help me, so I should also help some other person when he need. So you can do both the things. Is it correct?